The Somerton Man Mystery. On the morning of December 1st, 1948, a quiet beach walk turned into the beginning of one of Australia's most haunting mysteries. At Somerton Beach near Adelaide, passers-by noticed a man slumped against the seawall. At first, they thought he was asleep. He looked peaceful, his legs crossed, his head tilted against the stones. But when they got closer, they realized he was dead. The man was dressed neatly in a suit and polished shoes, but he carried no wallet, no identification, and strangely, every label had been cut from his clothing. He was a man with no name. The autopsy doctors examined the body. The man appeared to be in his early 40s, well-built in good health. There were no signs of violence, but his organs told another story. His stomach and liver were congested. Blood had pooled inside. The cause of death? Likely poisoning, yet no trace of poison could be found. Not in his stomach, not in his blood, not in his tissues. It was as if the substance had vanished. The doctors were baffled. Was this a suicide? Or a murder with a poison so rare it left no trace? The first clues investigators searched his belongings. Inside his pockets were a few items: an unused bus ticket, a train ticket, chewing gum, cigarettes in a packet of another brand, a comb, nothing unusual, and nothing that revealed his identity. Then came the strangest discovery of all. The Taman Shud scrap weeks later, a small pocket was found sewn into his trousers. Inside was a tiny scrap of paper. On it were just two words, or Taman Shud, Persian for "it is finished." The paper was traced to a rare book of poetry, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Police searched for the missing book, and in a stroke of luck, they found one in the back of an abandoned car near the beach. It was the very book the scrap had been torn from. Inside were two more mysteries: a scribbled phone number, and a strange series of letters, a possible code. The mysterious nurse. The phone number led police to a nurse who lived nearby. Her name was Jessica Thompson. When questioned, she admitted she had once owned a copy of the Rubaiyat. She said she gave it to a man named Alfred Boxall during the war. But when police tracked down Boxall, he was alive, and he still had the book Jessica gave him. When Jessica was shown the body of the Somerton man, she reportedly turned pale. Some accounts say she nearly fainted, but she insisted she did not know him. Did she lie? Or did she know more than she revealed? Jessica's involvement has remained one of the greatest mysteries of the case. The code inside the Rubaiyat found in the car. Police examined the strange writing. It looked like random letters, some crossed out, some underlined. Experts around the world tried to crack it. Was it a cipher? A code used in espionage? A personal message? No one has ever solved it. To this day, the code remains unbroken. Theories. Theories about the Somerton man are endless. Some believe he was a spy. The Cold War was just beginning in 1948. Adelaide was home to a secretive defense research facility. Espionage was everywhere. A man with no identity, killed with an undetectable poison, fits the profile. Others believe it was suicide. Perhaps the man was heartbroken. Maybe the nurse, Jessica, was the reason he came to Somerton Beach. The phrase "it is finished" could have been his final farewell. Still others believe it was murder, a lover's quarrel, a poisoning carried out with a rare toxin, and a cover-up that reached higher than anyone suspected. Modern breakthroughs. For decades, the Somerton man lay in Adelaide Cemetery unidentified. His grave read only, "Here lies the unknown man who was found at Somerton Beach." But in 2021, his body was exhumed for DNA testing. In 2022, researchers announced a possible breakthrough. They believed the Somerton man was Carl Charles Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne who disappeared in the 1940s. The identification came from Genetic Genealogy L, comparing his DNA to family trees. But even with this discovery, the mystery is far from solved. If he was Charles Webb, why were all his clothing labels removed? Why did he have a rare book with a secret code? Why did he die with an undetectable poison in his system? And what connection did he have to the nurse whose number was in the book? Unsolved. More than 70 years later, the Somerton man case remains one of the strangest unsolved mysteries in the world. A man with no name, a book of poetry, a code no one can read, and a final message that still chills the spine. Taman Shud. It is finished. Please like and subscribe. It will help me so much. Thank you.